we have a presenter here that has to leave. So he's a good friend of mine. He's a humble man. He doesn't make a lot of noise. He's not a rah person. He's not all over social media. But his knowledge of Vee Jitsu and Vee Arnis Jitsu is very, very detailed. And if you're ever in the Staten Island area of New York, please visit his dojo. All the way from New York, Professor Scott Vee Can you back up just a hair for me, please? Because I got feeling somebody.
I'm going to try to keep it low. I'm Professor Scott from the Vee Arnis Jitsu School of Self-Defense in Staten Island. When I wanted to, I asked the professor, what did he want me to share? He said, well, do it all. We don't have time. But what I wanted to show you was two things. One is how to deal with getting stomped out on the ground. And the other is that anytime you resist, when someone's trying to hurt you, you're going to resist. And that resistance is going to cause another reaction. In other words, as motion causes motion, as we refer to it. But it's really Newton's law of physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, Sensei Edward?
Can I get right in here? Can I get right here?
So basically,
thank you, sir.
If we're going to work off of a back grab, right? My reaction is going to go into this, and then from here, if I keep resisting, it's going to go into a head.
Yes, sir.
So my reaction is going to cause him to do something else. So when he grabs me, I grab him. And I'm hooking the hands. Grab my, now choke me. I'm hooking the hand. He can pick me up. Right? So, and I got something for that. Just pick me up. There you go. Done. So you hook the hands to prevent a back grab from becoming a back choke, from becoming a headlock. Because that's, the more you resist, it's just going to go into something else. So I'm going to work off it. We're going to just work that real quick. So, and I want you to startle me. Notice how I bent forward? Body mechanics. In order for you to pick something up, your pelvis has to come forward. It doesn't stay back in, you pick it up. Your pelvis comes forward.
Yes, sir.
So, his pelvis can't come forward, right? And that's when I go to work and do my magic. Go! I'm out. So, just want to point out, so we're going to work bending and cupping. So we're going to work on that. So we'll work that, and then from this, we're going to, how do we get out of this? And then how do we escape from this? So whenever back grab becomes a back choke, becomes a headlock. So let's work the first thing. Bending, cupping. I'm going to stomp the legs, stomp your feet. Cross kick. Boom, headbutt. Butt strike. Now this butt strike hurts. What I'm doing is I'm bringing my upper body forward and my lower body back. Coming down. Right? So we're just going to do it real quick, real simple. Person grabs, you're going to bend, you're going to cup, stomp, stomp, cross, headbutt. When I headbutt him, his pelvis comes forward. So when I headbutt, pelvis comes forward, that's when I strike. I still have this hand hooked. I transfer. It's down. right away. So let's just work that real quick. Okay, so I just want to point out just some little facts that I've bent forward. We talked about that. Cross, right? Hand brings the pelvis forward. I strike it, but this adhesion, the contact of his arm and my shoulder remain there at all times. So I just want to point out that adhesion, that when you coming out, boom, I have to still, I have the same, I transfer, but the adhesion is still there. And that's how I listen. Okay, so now let's go from there, from the back grab to the back choke. Back grab, back choke. Now in this position, the stronger man's going away. Strong man's going away. So what I'm going to do is there's a gap here. I'm going to turn my chin where that gap is, at least so I can breathe. I'm going to take my little weight I got and sit on his thigh. Then I'm going to go that way. What I'm doing is I'm causing a hyperextension in the leg. But anybody, when just understanding body mechanics, anytime you're choking, one foot's going to be forward. Unless you're that tall, which everybody is, as far as I'm concerned. and you're going to stand even and just, right? Most, 9 times it's always, if this is the right side, that right foot's going to be forward. If it's the left side, the left foot's going to be forward. Sit on the thigh and back. Be careful with that, because you will, some of us, our partners may be, one may be bigger than the other.
No, that's flexible.
So, and that's flexible. So when you sit on the thigh and you go back, it'll hyperextend. That'll make them let go, make them fall. So let's just add that in there real quick. So,
Anyway.
Okay, I just want to share something with you. You're not going to have enough time to, well, you're not going to have the space, really, to do this. But when you see people getting stomped out, they're down and they're like this. And they just get stomped out, feet are coming from everywhere. And it just, this is the only thing you can do to protect yourself. You may want to get up, but after the next kick, you get down like this, right? So there's a way. What we do is we train, and we work from the ground.
Excuse me.
Who in here has a dog? That dog doesn't weighs maybe a third of what you weigh, but yet that dog can pull you down the street. That's because the dog has a lower center of gravity. So the lower your center of gravity, the more powerful you are, the more stability you have. So if I don't care who in here is the best kicker, but in order for me to kick, I have to come up on one leg. So that really doesn't give the maximum of what my thigh muscle can do. But when you're down, and now in terms of my lower center of gravity, I'm at 0 at this point. I have all the power, and I can use maximum power to break the legs. So what we do is we do this drill. We circle, and we also break the leg while I'm defending myself. So at this point, let's just say Sensei Edwin knocks me down, right? boom, knocks me down, and now he starts stomping me, and I'm just gonna be in this position. So what we're gonna work on, I'll show you, is he knocks me down, boom, I break his legs. So we do is drill that allows me to work and keep stable at the same time. Right? So I'm working the ground. I'm working the ground. I see you, I'll come to you.
Go ahead.
And I'm working the ground. I'm come to you.
Go ahead, Professor.
Right? You hear Dr. Moses Powell say, whoever blocked the rollout.
Teach.
When you're standing up, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Because you need balance. And I'm going to disturb that balance. So when I get knocked down, boom, we have this drill. Just get on this side. I'm dealing with this individual, that person. I'm just going to hook. Pop his neck. I'm going to hook and pop the leg. Right? I'm going to pop the leg. I'm going to deal with anybody over here. Same thing. So what I'm saying is that we have our drills. Since I get there, get the shit real quick. So we work these drills, and what we do is we work, kick. I do right side, left side, and as far as the side, I use my shin strike. Shin strikes right, shin strikes left. And I also have this. Now, anything that's coming, just come in my direction. I'm going to hook her leg, take her out too. So my point is that when you're down here, you have options. You have options. Because typically, this is a situation where the odds are against you. So you're going to take and your disadvantage and make it a strategic advantage.
67. It's good for us. 67. You can do it.
I just want to add one thing, that everybody here has a purpose. And some of us are here to achieve great things. And then there are those that are here to inspire others to achieve great things. Professor Vee was a great teacher, he was a great practitioner, but he also was inspired. And he inspired Dr. Moses Powell to become great. Just like Neil deGrasse Tyson would talk about his teachers in elementary school or high school or college, those teachers have not achieved what he has achieved. And I think in the interview you asked me a question about that Doc said that Professor Vee told him that you had surpassed him.
That's right.
Right? Any great teacher, you want your students to be better than you. And that's how it is. So what I'm just saying is, as teachers, be inspired. In fact, aspire to be inspired.
Give it up. Any questions? Can you please put your cell phones on vibrate?
Located on Staten Island.
Oh, 2098 Clove Road. 2098 Clove Road, yes.
Also, when you're attacking the kneecap, are you aiming at particular sides, under patella, side of outside, inside? Where are you striking when you're on the ground? Where are you striking particularly on the patella?
You don't want to call you up.
Never mind.
No, anywhere is good. Anywhere, you either gonna. The knee only goes back no more than like an inch. So you catch me here, you catch them there. It's all good. All you're trying to do is destroy the balance. Because after the first kick, boom, and I get my knee torn. I'm not gonna go in. I'm gonna go like this and let my friends go. Right? And they're gonna go in. Boom, the first thing I get. And you're just doing the numbers game. You're just eliminating the numbers. So it may start out as a crowd of 5, but next thing you know it's a crowd of 2. You know, and you just keep working.
Anybody else? Questions? Comments? Money? There you go.
Is that
Part of quantum
you talking about the Kung Tao kick? Yes, in terms of the angle, because the angle of the Kung Tao kick is on an angle which is horizontal. So yes, in terms of the kicking, but you're just doing it from the ground. And like I said, you have much more power. In fact, we teach this in rape prevention too, because we say that a woman's thigh is bigger than any man's arm. So she can achieve maximum power from the ground. Listen.
Thank you, sir.